Well, when I came to Second Life, I was like, wow, you know, this is the modern day equivalent of that. I can get on here and sing and pick, and anybody in the world can get on here and hear me. And that to me is the next leap in entertainment. So Second Life is different to me because it's the new way of reaching the people, the industry. But it's really great stuff. I mean, and I've never met anybody that didn't like it. So that's what my goal is to get the band in here. I'm building onto the studio to where I can have them all in a professional sounding booth so that the listener on Second Life gets the album quality playing. And that's my goal right now. I'm just now hooking up all that kind of equipment. And then I'm going to tour the world in Second Life, man. It's a blast.
What's the coolest thing for you right now as far as doing the music? I also have a degree in production, so I just understood all of what you said, which is rare. That doesn't happen very often. But I gotta ask, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that come in and they're doing karaoke and they got cheap gear and it sounds okay. And then there's some people like you that are really trying to step it up and get it done. Do you think we're going to have a different kind of setup? Do you think performing in Second Life is going to become a bigger deal than it already is?
Yes, I think that the potential here is phenomenal. I've noticed a lot of the clubs I play in here in Louisville are now carrying Wi-Fi. One of my next goals is to when I'm playing out in a nightclub to have my laptop sitting there on stage and pipe it through streaming to shows here on Second Life, so that not only can the people in the club enjoy the entertainment, but Second Life as well. And I think that's a way that all live bands they're either gonna sink or swim. If they don't, they're gonna have a rough time living. Because if you can play in front of a bar of 40 people out there and plug into the internet and have access to another 1,000 people, and you do the right kind of show and it's really tight, I think it's endless. I think the possibilities are endless. I can't imagine what the future holds for people that grasp this technology and this microeconomy. The ideal that I could record a song in my studio and put it on my iPod in Second Life and play in a live club while people on the Second Life see and hear, and I can interact with the people on Second Life. I can look at my laptop and say hi. For instance, Geo's out here, Reg, my manager, of course you and Thinker. I can look there and see you guys so that I can make it personal to you guys as well as I can to people in the clubs. So I think the people that catch on to this are going to do well. Now the karaoke folks are always going to be around. It seems to be a way to do things. I personally don't agree with it because as a musician, every time I hear somebody singing to a tape, I'm thinking 5 guys are out of work. But you know, they do well. I don't have nothing against them, but I sure do love live music, and I think that's what sells more on here in Second Life is when you get a group of guys and they want to do it live. I think that's the best thing.
And I've found myself, because I do live comedy, like I said, I've found that there's people that don't actually know what to do if you're live, and it's all coming from you. I found that really amazing that clubs really take to what you're doing because they're not used to seeing it here.
Yeah, that's one thing I also learned when I worked at Opryland. See, I come from a world of musicians that I was exposed to that lived through those time periods when you got on a microphone and between your shows you went to radio stations and did live shows. And for years at Opryland, all these old guys, Roy Acuff, Jim and Jesse, the Osborne brothers, Dale Reeves, all those guys would tell me these stories about how it used to be. And so I already had in my mind like how to do this when I came here. I was like, well, this is just like what they used to tell stories about. And yeah, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't know what to do when I came here. When I first arrived, I didn't even know you could play music in Second Life. I came here trying to explore the virtual world, and ran into the hobos. And the hobos they explained to me, like, you know, hey, did you know you could play here? And they exposed me to the shows that were going on. And man, I tell you what, once I discovered what was here and how to do it, it's really awesome.
Well, man, I'm glad you're here. And I say that's enough talking for right now. Let's get the show started, shall we?